right, man, let's talk about LeBron James now. I thought it was a hoax, but doing some research, it like it might be true. So we just said allegedly LeBron is lawyering up against AI generated pictures. The one that they specified on the article was the fact that it was the pictures of him being in compromising positions with Diddy and him being pregnant. Now, check out the NBA Talk playlists. And people are asking, okay, why you ain't suing people for talking about PEDs? Why you ain't suing people for talking about performance enhancing drugs? I mean, I forget the name of the white MMA fighter that's been over the last more than 5 years. They've been saying LeBron James has been on PEDs. I mean, you had a report where Jeff Teague said he was on HGH. You heard Kwame Brown speak about that. So basically saying that Jeff Teague's career is possibly over with for saying that, and on the podcast, and they basically, most people believe allegedly that Clutch Sports hit him up and told him to hush it, but he didn't sue those guys. You know what I'm saying? And Clutch Sports tries to pay people off from defaming or I ain't said defaming because I think that's extreme. I think from speaking bad about LeBron James, and I just feel that, like, freedom of speech, if people got something to say about you, what you so mad, I feel like, if anything, with the PEDs, you should be suing for the PEDs, but I'm going to speak on that in a minute. But the whole thing about the AI-generated picture, I think, this is a good thing for everybody because, believe it or not, AI been around for a long time. You know what I'm saying? When you even go back to shit like Ask Jeeves, that's AI. Even going back further than that, it's evolved. So it's going to get to the point where it's going to evolve, and a lot of them images are going to look just like you, just like regular human people, and people are not going to be able to tell the difference if that's you or if that's not you. Even in some Photoshop pictures, it becomes so good. Is it you or is it not you? So I think it's a great precedent that he said to sue these companies, because ChatGPT won't let you do anything like that. It has a you can't put anybody in compromising positions or something like that. And I think that's the way it should be. But yeah, when it affects you and people are defaming you and putting you in a compromising position, I feel like you're gonna want something done about it. So, with LeBron taking this precedent, sending this cease and desist allegedly to these companies, it could be good for everybody involved, because people like to use technology like this to do things and to create pictures. I mean, look at the T app. It's a bunch of women on the app lying on men, right? Gossiping about men. You can make lies about men or about people in general and destroy lives and don't even care about who lives you're destroying. So, you got to remember that as well. But, I feel like I think it's a good thing that he's doing this. So hopefully these companies don't continue to do these things moving forward. Now, the whole thing about the whole not suing for steroids, it's a story which I may or may not talk about Candace Owens, and where Candace Owens was pretty much she made some comments about the First Lady of France being a man, and they basically sued her. I don't know how international suits work, so they sued her for defamation of character. Now my thing is this: when you start getting here suing people for defamation of character, I feel like you should have to prove it. So if LeBron is on PEDs, shouldn't LeBron have to take some type of test to see if he been on PEDs? Now, a DNA test is a little invasive, as far as, going to your DNA and seeing what you took. I wouldn't do that, but, or I guess if LeBron ever tested positive, would he have to pay that money back? That's the $1 million question. Would he have to pay that money back? Would he have to pay that money back? So those are conversations that we got to start having. Like, if the First Lady of France is really a woman, okay, in this defamation lawsuit, let's prove that you're a woman. Therefore, we can sue Candace Owens and be done with it. Or if it's not about the money, it's let's just prove that you're a woman. What's the point about that? If there's questions about it, let me just get it out the way. My thing is, how can we have defamation lawsuits when you don't have to prove that you can just say, oh, he's lying on me, and you can sue him for lying, but you ain't got to prove that it's not a lie or it's not the truth. Now, I don't know how these things work. I feel like you should have to prove it. if you're gonna respond to it, you should have to prove it. You know what I mean? So maybe that's one of the reasons why LeBron don't want to do the defamation lawsuit, because if it comes out he done steroids, guess what? Do we got to reverse pay with damages and interest on that money for a lawsuit? My thing about Candace Owens, you know, the whole thing about it. Look here, if you not a man, just prove it. But you get to go to court and just say, oh, she's making, he's defaming my name, and oh, she gets to lose. Oh, I feel like you should have to prove it. And I ain't no big Candace Owens fan. I remember she was out here raccooning and buffooning for the man. You know what I'm saying? She's just a drifter. She's just somebody who does have a wealth of knowledge that's just gonna go whatever way. If she gets shut out by them folks, she gonna go try to come back and be with black people. That's one thing I can't stand about the community, is that we allow people to drift. She's a drifter. She can go shack up with them and talk all bad, be shack up with them and talk bad about black people, and then they kick her off they show because she's talking bad about them. Then she comes shack up with us again. Like, I just, and I might be in a minority here. I just feel like once you pull, you coon, you show you got a track record for cooning, I don't think you deserve black people's protection. I'm sorry. I don't think we should bond together and protect the coon, male or female. That's just how I feel. I don't think, because that's just my opinion, and I could be flat out wrong. But she says some smart things, but I don't forget shit like that. I don't forget stuff like that. A lot of these people, they feel brave to say things because they doing things for financial gain. But I feel like if LeBron did sue these guys, he would have to prove that he wasn't on steroids. And him by him not suing these guys and suing these AI generated pictures, a lot of people just believe, it's the fact that he is on roids. They believe the fact that he is on roids. So, it is what it is. It's a double-edged sword. You get out there and sue because some AI generated pictures, but you ain't suing nobody because you on roids. I mean, and then you allegedly call Jeff Teague and try to hush him up. You look even more suspect, in my opinion. You look even more suspect. So, it is what it is, man. And thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Kick, Twitch, the whole 9. Join the Patreon. That link subscription, Free Game 89 channel, and my Detroit channel. All that's in the link tree in the description. First link there. Peace.
Jeff Teague ass down. That nigga described everything to the T. Y'all remember in Miami, that Miami LeBron was on steroids. Remember, he was a little bit slow. He was big. They started testing for HGH. He said it all. They started testing for HGH. And boy, when LeBron came back, boy, that was the best LeBron. I said, ooh, shit. I said, Jeff Teague don't want his show no damn more. That's the first thing I said. I said, ooh. I saw that shit. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, who the hell done gave Jeff Teague a bad batch of that guy chronic? This damn sure gonna end his career. He was just on the money train talking about Kobe. And then this nigga got the nerve to flip it and start talking about LeBron. I said, boy, this nigga must be high as This nigga must be high. Kwame, he was looking like, what? Man, look.